Prime Minister, the Most Honourable Dr. Hubert Minnis, recently announced during a press conference held at the Office of the Prime Minister, members of the leadership team that will head up the Bahamas Disaster Reconstruction Authority. Notable among them, the Honourable K. Forbes Smith will serve as the authority's managing director.
Kay has tremendous management experience and has also served overseas as a diplomat representing the Bahamas. After Hurricane Dorian, Kay agreed on a voluntary basis to serve as the NEMA Grand Bahama coordinator. She helped to organize relief efforts to residents of Grand Bahama and coordinated the efforts of multiple ministries and dozens of NGOs operating on the island. I thank her for her leadership in Grand Bahama following the hurricane.
Mr. John Michael Clark and Mr. Algernon Cargill will serve as chairman and vice chairman, respectively, of the authority's board of directors.
I thank both of them for agreeing to serve in these capacities and for their work in the aftermath of Hurricane Dorian.
Prime Minister Minnis said the authority will work with the Ministry of Disaster Preparedness, Management and Reconstruction to continue the reconstruction program for Grand Bahama, Abaco and the Abaco Keys. He also provided an update on the progress of reconstruction on Grand Bahama and Abaco.
Water has been restored in Marsh Harbor. Electricity has been restored to the government complex and the hospital in Marsh Harbor. We are working on restoring power to major commercial areas in Abaco which are still largely not functioning. In areas like Marsh Harbor, many places are not prepared for electrification. This remains a central concern. Only buildings that can accommodate electricity will be repowered. Solar streetlights are to be provided for in Marsh Harbor. Domes for the Family Relief Center and materials for tents to accommodate communal areas are on Marsh Harbor. As I've announced previously, domes will be erected first in residential areas for residents who want to rebuild and repair their properties. The preparation of foundations for domes in Spring City has already started. 30 government workers are using RV trailers as part of the ongoing re-establishment of government functions and services on Abaco. I am pleased that the airport at Marsh Harbor has power and has received approval to open by the TSA. On Grand Bahama, the cleanup is progressing well. The Grand Bahama Airport is opened and has started to receive its first international flights. Silver Airlines and Bahamas Air are beginning services. With the exception of East Grand Bahama, 80% of Grand Bahama's tourist product has reopened, although a number of properties are housing relief workers. The salinity level of water in Grand Bahama is still too high to be used, and the government is assessing what can be done to correct the water problem as quickly as possible.
Prime Minister Minnis noted that as a result of her new posting, Mrs. Forbes Smith has resigned as President of the Senate to take up her new duties. The Senate must now elect a new president.
Because of vacancy in the Senate, I am pleased that on my advice, His Excellency the Governor General has appointed Lisa Bostwick Dean as the new senator.
Mrs. Bostwick Dean was sworn in on Monday, December 11th at 11 a.m. at Government House. The Disaster Reconstruction Authority Act 2019 establishes a body corporate, which is the Bahamas Disaster Reconstruction Authority. I'm Synovia Williams, and this has been a BIS Update.